In Acts chapter 5, verse 12 to 16, we see a remarkable incident where the apostles, especially Peter, are performing extraordinary miracles among the people. People from the neighboring cities bring their sick and afflicted, hoping that even Peter's shadow might fall on them and they would be healed. The authority of the apostles. The apostles were endowed with divine authority to perform miracles, signifying the authenticity of their message and their connection to God. Faith and expectation. The people's faith and expectation played a crucial role in their healing. They believed that even Peter's shadow could bring healing, demonstrating the power of faith in God's ability to work through His chosen vessels. The power of God's presence. God's presence was so tangible among the believers that it extended beyond physical touch. Peter's mere shadow carried healing power, showcasing the extraordinary manifestation of God's power in their midst, God's willingness to heal. This passage underscores God's willingness to heal and restore the sick. It reveals God's compassionate nature and His desire to alleviate suffering and bring wholeness to His people. Believing in God's power. Just as the people in Acts believed in the power of God to heal through Peter, we should cultivate a deep trust in God's ability to work miracles in our lives. This involves strengthening our faith through prayer, studying the Scriptures, and cultivating a personal relationship with God. Expectant faith. We should approach God with expectant faith, believing that He can work in extraordinary ways to bring healing and restoration. This involves surrendering our doubts and fears to God and trusting in His goodness and sovereignty, even when circumstances seem bleak. Prayer and intercession. Like the apostles, we should be fervent in prayer and intercession for the sick and suffering. We should boldly pray for healing, not only for ourselves, but also for others, trusting that God hears our prayers and can answer according to His will. Walking in God's presence. Just as Peter's shadow carried healing power because of God's presence in his life, we should strive to walk closely with God, allowing His presence to permeate every aspect of our being. This involves living a life of obedience, humility, and dependence on God's Holy Spirit.